Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, for this episode of Men's Help Monday, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant about masculinity and this argument I see online all the time where dudes will say we've lost our way as men. We're less manly than we used to be, and we need to return to some bygone era where men were masculine. And depending on who you're getting this argument from, you've probably noticed that they give you different answers as to what being a man is. And it becomes this sort of no true Scotsman's fallacy regarding your Y chromosome. Now, what I find personally hilarious about this argument is it's a pattern. It goes on a cycle. Every 15 or 20 years, you get an op ed written about why men are less manly. And depending on what era it's written in, the thing that men are missing changes. You know, if you go back to the 70s, they were writing articles about men need to be able to garden. That's what it means to be a man. That's what we're missing in life, and we need to return to toiling in a small field. Now, I know guys who will say that having your own little personal garden that you tend to is effeminate. You know, being a farmer is different. Having a large field is different, but a little personal garden, that they would make fun of you for that. Go even further back than that. You know, late 19th century. The argument was men are too quiet in public. We need to be more loud and expressive in our conversations, that women were dominating conversations and we need to talk louder than them. They specifically mentioned the women being louder thing, which I think is hilarious because all these statue profile picture return to tradition guys, they want you to, like, not necessarily repress your emotions, but they preach this whole stoicism, don't let your emotions be seen sort of thing. And obviously, 150 years ago, we were telling you to do the complete opposite of that. So, what does it mean to be a man? What sort of masculinity are these guys returning to? Well, you should really pay attention to that speaker, you know? Look at how old they are, and I can guarantee you some of these ideals that they're talking about are from right when they were in elementary school, right as they're about to hit puberty, right as they start to critically think a little bit more about their life, and they start to find the flaws in their heroes. They want to return to a time where they didn't have to think so much, where everything was just easy and seemed right, because you didn't have any concept of what wrong was yet. It should also stand to note that if what it means to you to be a man is to go back in time and live old traditions, none of us can accomplish that. We can't go back in time, so I don't think you're ever going to be happy thinking that way. Now, personally, if I'm going to give you any advice on being more masculine and what it means to be a man, the only thing I can tell you is to just do the things you want to in life. Find the hobbies and the stuff you enjoy and do them unabashedly. Obviously, don't hurt people. There's going to be caveats to what you can do for fun, but don't let anybody tell you that what you're doing isn't manly enough. Because what's manly is doing it regardless of what anybody tells you. That's what it means. There isn't any specific hobby, specific anything you need to do. Just do you. That's the most important part. But, until next time, y'all try to have a good day.